from the time that Joseph Sink rebelled on the Amistad and was taken into Connecticut and to New London and ended up in jail in New Haven. And Yale Divinity students got John Quincy Adams, a former president of the United States, to come out of retirement to plead the case of these slaves from Africa. That was one of the significant legal contributions to the ending of slavery. And after slavery, and after the Civil War, our churches followed up, and indeed they made a difference. The United Church of Christ began educating black citizens in the South. My grandparents were amongst those citizens, and they got a chance to get what then was teacher training, normal college education. My mother and my father also got college educations because of the United Church of Christ. My own involvement in life and in the church grows out of Sunday school, Pilgrim Fellowship, United Christian Youth Movement, and eventually being ordained as a minister in the United Church of Christ. After struggling with two little parishes in South Georgia, Thomasville and Beachton, Georgia, I ended up with Martin Luther King at the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Once again, it was under the auspices of the United Church of Christ that paid my salary and allowed me to work as administrator of a citizenship education program and as an executive assistant to Martin Luther King. Everything significant that's happened to me has been related to this church. Many of the things that I was able to do as a mayor were things that had been pioneered experimentally by young ministers in our churches in the 50s and 60s. And now I'm looking to pass this on. I'm looking to continue the work of our churches. I'm looking for establishing patterns of the 21st century cities. I'm looking for how we end homelessness, how we feed the hungry, not only in our city streets, but the hungry of the Sudan. We've got to help overcome the lines of class and race and gender. And the United Church of Christ has always been in the forefront of any movement to make a difference. But it takes money. So Gene and I have determined that we're going to make a difference. We pledged a year's salary as mayor of Atlanta and plan to keep up our tithe to the local church and make ends meet somehow. I see the hand of God moving not only in my life, but in the life of this church. And I think if this planet begins to be a little more like the kingdom of God, it will because people in our churches have made a difference and that they continue to make a difference in the 21st century.